and welcome to Sports Buzz with me, Deepika, your daily half-an-hour window that brings you all the latest news and updates from different sporting arenas. In the next half an hour, we're going to tell you the latest on the event that is going to take place in a short while from now, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi will meet and greet with the athletes. We will also talk about the Cricket World Cup and a lot more. First up, let's quickly begin with the top headlines of the hour. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to interact with the Asian para-athletes at Major Dhyan Chand Stadium today. India bagged a total number of 111 record medals at recently concluded Asian Para Games. New Zealand takes on South Africa at the ICC Cricket World Cup group stage encounter today. Earlier, Bangladesh bowed out of the tournament after losing to Pakistan. Rollball, Gatka, lawn tennis gets underway at the 37th edition of National Games. So those were the top headlines of the hour, and now let's get you the most important update of the day. Well, India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi will interact with India's Asian Para Games contingent at Major Dhyan Chand National Stadium in New Delhi in a short while from now. The athletes, their coaches, officials from the Paralympic Committee of India, Indian Olympic Association and representatives from national sports federations will attend the event. The program is an endeavour by the Prime Minister to congratulate the athletes for their outstanding achievement at the Asian Para Games 2022 that took place in Hangzhou. Now, India won a total number of 111 medals, including 29 gold medals this year at the Asian Para Games. Prime Minister Narendra Modi posted on X, and I quote him here, "Later this evening at around 4:30 p.m, I will have the honor of meeting our inspiring athletes who represented India at the Asian Para Games. Each one of them is a beacon of courage, determination and indomitable spirit. Their journeys, marked by relentless perseverance and exceptional talent, are not just inspiring, they are a testament to the triumph of the human will," unquote. So this is the tweet that has come from Prime Minister Narendra Modi on the event that's going to take place in a short while from now from Major Dhyan Chand National Stadium, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi will meet and interact with the athletes who participated at the Asian Para Games that took place in Hangzhou. And now let's get you all the latest from the Cricket World Cup. In the ongoing edition of ICC Cricket World Cup in India, New Zealand are currently taking on informed South Africa in Pune. New Zealand earlier won the toss and elected to field first. Till the last reports came in, South Africa were at 148 for the loss of 1 wicket. A victory here will have the winner with 1 foot in the semi-finals, while the loser may become vulnerable to the chasing pack. The two sides currently occupy second and third positions on the standings. Earlier, Pakistan registered their third victory on Tuesday, defeating Bangladesh by 7 wickets at Eden Gardens, Kolkata. Fakhar Zaman and Abdullah Shafiq both slammed half-centuries for Pakistan in the run chase against Bangladesh. Earlier, Pakistan dished out a clinical bowling effort to dismiss Bangladesh for 204. Opting to bat, Mahmudullah made a 70-ball 56, but Bangladesh could not get any momentum as they lost wickets at regular intervals. Liton Das, Shakib Al Hasan and Mehdi Hassan Miraz were the other batters to reach double figures. For Pakistan, Shaheen Shah Afridi took 3 for 23 and Mohammad Wasim Jr. took 3 for 31. They were the most successful bowlers with 3 wicket hauls, while Haris Rauf took 2 for 36. Bangladesh fans were disappointed after their team's dismal campaign. Let's take a listen to them.
We will win against Netherlands at least. पाकिस्तान के साथ हम लोग अच्छे खेलना चाहिए था because the last matches पाकिस्तान खेले हैं against साउथ अफ्रीका और इंडिया के against जो खेले था तो हमको लगता था कि हमको जीतना चाहिए था पाकिस्तान के against भी तो ये बहुत डिसअपॉइंटिंग रहा हमको लिए और हम चाहते हैं कि कुछ चेंजेस आना चाहिए बोर्ड में भी और प्लेयर में भी और हमारे मेंटलिटी में भी चेंज आना चाहिए.
Now, India will square off with Sri Lanka in the ICC Cricket World Cup match on Thursday at Mumbai. A victory here will ensure that India leaps into the knockout phase. India has remained undefeated in the tournament, winning all 6 matches. On the other hand, Sri Lanka has lost 4 of their 6 matches. Their chances of making it to the semi-finals remain bleak. India and Sri Lanka have clashed with each other 9 times in the ICC Cricket World Cup. Each team won 4 matches while 1 game yielded no result. Overall, India has a better record in ODIs. Both the teams have now played 167 matches in total against each other. India have won 98 while Sri Lanka has come out triumphant on 57 different occasions, while 1 match ended in tie and 11 were ended without any result. So India's exploit at the ICC Men's World Cup, it has been really unprecedented as the hosts have come up triumphant in all its 6 group stage encounters. India's march has been underpinned by sublime form of its batters, pacers and spinners. Now as India takes on Sri Lanka on Thursday in Mumbai, a victory will ensure a semi-final berth for the team. Pratik Narayan has more.
India's juggernaut in ICC Men's World Cup rolls on, demolishing opponents in its wake, the latest being England, who were vanquished by 100 runs. Men in blue, as they are fondly called, are invincible, winning 6 out of 6 clashes. Batters like Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli and KL Rahul are at their imperious best. Pacers such as Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Shami and Mohammad Siraj are on a rampage, often drawing the first blood in first 10 overs. While spin duo of Kuldeep Yadav and Ravindra Jadeja have cast a web to put the rivals in a quandary. Indians have hit their straps, but the beginning was not hunky-dory. Against Australia in the inaugural match, they made a shocking start to their chase of 199 runs. 3 of their top 4 batsmen fell for ducks, but Kohli and Rahul guided them to a 6-wicket victory. The ongoing Afghanistan was facile. Rohit Sharma's incendiary century set up a 8-wicket thrashing of Afghans as the hosts chased down a 273-run victory target. The next match against arch rival Pakistan was touted as marquee clash, but it failed to live up to its billing as Pakistan was bundled out for 191 inside 43 overs. India romped home with 7 wickets to spare. In the following match against Bangladesh, India cruised to a 7-wicket win as Kohli notched up a sublime ton. Pacer Mohammad Shami set up the match against New Zealand, claiming 5 wickets for 54 runs. In reply, Kohli was instrumental in taking India to victory target of 274 with crafty 95 runs. Defending champion England put the Indian batters under duress, restricting the host for 229 runs. But Bumrah and Shami saved India's blushes as 2019 winners were skittled out for 129 runs. India square off with Sri Lanka on Thursday. A win would ensure that India leaps into the knockout phase. On the other hand, Sri Lanka has lost 4 of their 6 matches. Their chances of making it to the semi-final remains bleak. India and Sri Lanka have clashed with each other 9 times in the ICC Cricket World Cup. Each team has won 4 matches while 1 game yielded no result. Overall, India has better record in ODIs. Both teams have played 167 matches. India has won 98 while Sri Lanka has come out triumphant on 57 occasions, while 1 match ended in tie and 11 were without result. Pratik Narayan Singh, DD India.
And now it's time to get to the latest from the ongoing 37th editions of National Games. Hangzhou Asian Games silver medalist Jyoti Yaraji created new record whenever she appears on the track. Now in the ongoing National Games in Goa, Jyoti won her favorite event, which is 100-meter hurdles, with a new National Games record. She won another gold in the 4 into 100-meter relay. In an exclusive interaction with DD India correspondent Suchitra, the double gold medalist Jyoti expressed the desire to end the season on a high note and then focus on her preparations for the Olympics.
We have with us Jyoti Yaraji, who now has 2 gold medals from the National Games.
First of all, thank you, and I'm enjoying it, quite happy because it was a decent timing yesterday also in 100-meter hurdles, and I don't know today actually I don't have any expectations, just I want to run in my leg I want to do my job, so yeah, I'm happy with because our team was in first place, so yeah.
You won a medal in the Asian Games, but still you are here at the National Games. It shows that you give importance to the National Games. So what made you participate in the National Games?
See, every National Games, every 4 years once it will come. So I don't want to lose this year. And it was a very great event and very well conducting and the timings and everything here. So yeah, I felt actually glad that I'm here, and it's a very motivation for me to do Indian competitions.
Thank you so much for talking to us. So Jyoti Yaraji has already won 2 gold medals in the National Games. With camera person Sumit Diman, this is Suchitra reporting for DD India from Goa.
The sports of Taekwondo has made a return to the 37th edition of National Games in Goa. Taekwondo is included in this edition in 2 forms, which is Pumse and Kurogi. Here's a report by Suchitra on the return of the combat sport.
Has made a comeback in the 37th National Games in Goa. Taekwondo was not included in the National Games that was held in Gujarat last year due to a controversy regarding the valid national federation. The General Secretary of the Taekwondo Federation is now happy that the matter is resolved and Taekwondo is finally a part of the prestigious National Games.
I am very happy that there are 29 states. We have changed the pattern. Earlier, only the first 8 states qualifying used to come and participate, but this time we have done the ranking category in the senior national, which is conducted always prior to the national game, and we have conducted it, and thereafter we decided that we should allow the ranking, and accordingly 29 states are participating in the 37 national games taekwondo in both Kurugi and Pumse, even in the state of Goa.
The players are also happy that Taekwondo is included in the National Games and they are also getting a chance to showcase their skill and talent.
आज मेरा ब्राउन आया, थोड़ी गलतियाँ हो गई थी, नेक्स्ट टाइम प्ले विन बढ़िया खेलूंगा, अगले टाइम गोल्ड मारूंगा, उत्तराखंड को रिप्रेजेंट करूंगा।
इस बार भी कंफर्म नहीं था कि होना है नहीं, हमें इतने बड़े स्टेज पे ताइक्वांडो खेलने का अपॉर्चुनिटी दिया, इसीलिए हम लोग मैं बहुत खुश हूँ।
फर्स्ट टाइम ताइक्वांडो इंक्लूडेड है, इसलिए बहुत खुश हूँ और इस बार सिल्वर जीती हूँ महाराष्ट्र के लिए। वैसे तो महाराष्ट्र फर्स्ट पे ही है और हमेशा रहता रहेगा और बहुत गर्व है कि मैं महाराष्ट्र से बिलोंग करती हूँ और एक छोटी सी मेरी तरफ से एक सिल्वर मेडल का मैं एक जोड़ पाई महाराष्ट्र के लिए, इसलिए बहुत खुशी हो रही है।
Taekwondo is included in the 37th National Games in 2 forms, which are Pumse and Kurogi. There are many medals to collect in the combat sport and the spectators, they also enjoy watching them. So it is a windmill situation that Taekwondo is again a part of the prestigious event.
Taekwondo is making a comeback in the National Games after 1 year. Taekwondo was not included in the National Games that were held in Gujarat, but in the 37th National Games, Taekwondo is included, and that too in 2 disciplines. And if we talk about combat sports, you know, the semi-finalists, the players who lose in the semi-finals, they also get a bronze medal. So it adds to the medal tally of the states. So we just hope that the medals from Taekwondo will help the states to make a progress in the medals tally. With camera person Gaurav Giri, this is Suchitra reporting for DD India from Goa.
And DD India correspondent also spoke to Jyoti Shri, who won silver medal in women's 400-meter race at the National Games. Jyoti Shri said her objective is to improve her best performance and win more international medals and qualify for the Olympics as well.
Congratulations. And how is your overall experience of participating in the national games in Goa?
And I wanted to do my personal best, but I couldn't make it. I trained so hard this whole season and I got injured in between, and I overcame that and I started running again. And next season I'll do my personal best and will qualify for Olympics.
What were your expectations before coming here, and how happy you are with your performance?
I won silver medal. That is a good thing, but I should work more hard, and execution of the race is not that good. I hope I'll do good. I'll correct all the mistakes I have done this year and will come better. We'll do better.
And tell us something about your journey, about your family. How difficult was it to pursue this field?
My father is very supportive, and like with his, he want to see me win international medals. Because of him, I'm doing, and I'm here today because of him. And I want to make him proud, winning medals at international level. And I was training in national games since 2 years. Coaches and physios are very supportive. They encourage me a lot. Even when I'm down, even when I was injured, they supported me a lot.
After winning the silver medal, what is your next target?
Since December I was doing, and now I'll take some break and then get ready for next season. We have world relays to qualify for Olympics, and I'll do my best in the coming season. I'll try to break my personal best.
Thank you so much for talking to us. So Jyoti Shri has just won the silver medal in 400 meter, and now her aim is to improve her timings and improve her personal best. With camera person Sumit Dhimal, this is Suchitra reporting for DD India from Goa.
And now let's go across to Goa Live, where Suchitra is joining us. Good evening, Suchitra. Thank you so much for joining us here on Sports Buzz. We are looking at the interactions that you're having with all the athletes over there. And not only these Olympic sports are making a very good performance at the 37th edition of National Games, but we also can see other sporting events like Gatka also being held at this edition of National Games, Suchitra.
Yes, Deepika, good evening. Gatka is included in the National Games for the first time as a demonstration sports, and we can see the spectators here in Goa. They are enjoying watching the Gatka event a lot. Even though they don't understand the technicalities, but they are truly enjoying. And the Gatka players, they are finding a huge crowd support. And I have with me two persons from Madhya Pradesh Gatka Associations, and let's just know from them, sir, how proud you feel that Gatka is now a part of the National Games, even though as a demonstration sports, but it's a good beginning for Gatka.
Yes, I do appreciate everyone who helped us bringing this game in the National Games, and special thank to Baljinder Singh, he is General Secretary of Gatka, and Anurag Thakur, he is the Sports Minister. So I thank each and every person, and especially the students who are working on this game, and appreciating each and every one for this. Thank you so much.
अगर हम प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी के अगर हम उनके पूरे इस कार्यकाल को देखें तो खेलों को काफ़ी बढ़ावा मिला है, खासतौर से गत्का जैसे पारंपरिक खेलों की अगर हम बात करें तो बहुत जोर दिया जा रहा है. किस तरह से देखते हैं अपने ट्रेडिशनल स्पोर्ट्स को अगर हम बचाए रखने के बारे में, आगे बढ़ाने के बारे में ध्यान दें?
जी, मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं भारत सरकार को, क्योंकि पहले गत्का जो गेम है ये हमारे छठे गुरु हरगोविंद साहिब जी के समय से चला आ रहा है और एज ए ट्रेडिशनल चला आ रहा था, और पिछले कुछ सालों से इसको एक प्लेटफॉर्म मिला है एज ए स्पोर्ट्स के रूप में, जिससे अब कोई भी बच्चा है, लड़के लड़कियां स्कूल्स के और कॉलेज के अंदर भी अब गत्का चलता है. ऑल इंडिया इंटर यूनिवर्सिटी में भी गत्के को मान्यता है, और फर्स्ट टाइम 37 नेशनल गेम गोवा के अंदर भी ये हुआ. इससे खिलाड़ियों को बहुत ही अच्छा प्लेटफॉर्म मिला है, सारी सुविधा यहाँ पे बहुत अच्छी दी है उन्होंने. इसके अलावा स्कूल गेम्स के नेशनल कैलेंडर के अंदर भी उन्होंने गत्का इंक्लूड किया है. जो सभी गत्के के खिलाड़ी पूरे ऑल ओवर इंडिया के अंदर सभी खिलाड़ियों में बहुत ज़्यादा उत्साह है, और लड़के लड़कियां अब जो गत्के को नहीं भी जानते थे, अब सभी लोग इस गेम के प्रति सभी लोग आ रहे हैं, और इसके लिए मैं भारत सरकार का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूँ.
So we saw the games are in Goa, and there were some school children who were clapping, who were really enjoying watching Gatka. So how do you look at this, for the popularity of Gatka, including it in the national games as a demonstration?
So talking about the popularity, students were watching the game and they were enjoying so much, and few of them were asking that how we can participate in the next national games for the same Gatka. And so we have just expecting for more of the people who can just join this game, and we can bring this game in more upstairs. Yeah.
आप जैसे इतने समय से गत्का से जुड़े रहे हैं, किस तरह देखते हैं अपने अनुभव को? जहाँ से आपने शुरुआत की थी, आज इतने बड़े स्केल पर हमें जब गत्का दिखाई दे रहा है, तो गत्का खिलाड़ी के रूप में कैसा महसूस करते?
मैं पिछले 15 सालों से इस खेल से जुड़ा हुआ हूँ और पिछले 10 साल से मैं गत्के की कोचिंग दे रहा हूँ। बाकी जब से ये खेलो इंडिया के अंदर प्लेटफॉर्म मिला, इसके अलावा अभी नेशनल के अंदर भी आ गया है। तो पहले तो ये अभी के स्पोर्ट्स के जरिए क्या रहता है, बच्चों की सरकारी नौकरियों के लिए भी चांसेस रहते हैं, स्कॉलरशिप्स की योजनाएं रहती हैं, बच्चों की डाइट के लिए भी सरकार करती है। तो एक जो पेरेंट्स जो पहले अलाउ नहीं करते थे इस स्पोर्ट्स के लिए, वो भी अब सभी लोग इसके प्रति जुड़ रहे हैं। स्कूल कॉलेजेस भी हमें अप्रोच करते हैं कि हमें भी हमारे बच्चों को इस स्पोर्ट्स से जोड़ना है।
Gatka is our own martial art, Indian martial art we can say. So how important do you think playing Gatka is, especially for girls?
It is very important for each and every girl to play Gatka, or we can say Sikh martial art, right? So nowadays you know that on how much top the crime is, right? So each girl should have their own safety. So this is a very important thing to play Sikh martial art or Gatka.
Thank you so much for talking to us. So, Deepika, you can see that, Gatka behind me, one match is on. So, it's included as a demonstration sport for the first time in the national games in Goa, and there's a lot of enthusiasm in the viewers for Gatka, and they are totally enjoying watching this sport.
Indeed, for our viewers, Gatka is an indigenous game which makes its debut at this edition of National Games. It also made its debut at the Khelo India Games in the previous editions also. At that time, the government added 5 indigenous sports. This time also, at the 37th edition of National Games, one more indigenous sport goes into action at this edition. Thank you so much, Suchitra, for joining us on National Games. We'll come back to you and talk about the Para-Asian Games as well. Now moving on in Sports Buzz, now quickly get you an update on hockey. India clinched a narrow 2-1 victory over Japan to register their 4th straight victory and storm into the semi-finals of the Women's Asian Champions Trophy hockey tournament in Ranchi on Wednesday. The team had earlier defeated Thailand, Malaysia and China. India will now take on South Korea in their final league game tomorrow. After the women's team triumph, Indian women's hockey team coach Janaki Shopman said that the game went how they planned and she is very much pleased by their team's performance.
Wow, it was pretty good. I think the only reason, again, the yellow card cost us because the momentum shifts in the game. So we need to be a little bit smarter, but luckily they also got a yellow card. Yeah, quite happy. The girls executed the game plan really well. We can always do things better, but I'm really happy, especially how we started the second half and creating opportunities, and actually the fourth quarter also, after they equalized, the ability for us to keep going and score the second goal is really important.
Moving on to tennis, world number 2 tennis player Carlos Alcaraz crashed to a 6-3, 6-4 loss against Roman Sofia in the second round at the Paris Masters on Tuesday. The Wimbledon champion looked off the pace as he made his return to action after withdrawing from the Swiss Indoors Championship last week due to injury, losing the first set despite earning an early break. The 20-year-old Spaniard seemed to recover as he again broke the Fiesti 45th ranked Sofia serve early in the second set to take a 3-1 advantage. But the 26-year-old Russian kept his foot on the gas to earn the biggest victory of his career. Moving on to soccer, in Colombia, relatives and supporters marched to demand the release of Liverpool forward Luis Diaz's kidnapped father. Diaz's mother marched along other demonstrators in Barrancas, dressed in white and holding balloons in a peaceful protest to demand the release of her husband. Diaz's parents were kidnapped in Colombia last Saturday, and while Diaz's mother was rescued, authorities in Colombia continue to search for his father. Colombia's national police offered $48,500 for information leading to his rescue. Now, in a short while from now, India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi will meet and interact with the athletes of Asian Para Games who participated at Hangzhou edition of the Asian Para Games. Well, Indian Asian Para medalists, they brought a total number of 111 medals at the recently concluded Hangzhou Asian Para Games, and the central government played a key role in its development and at various stages as well. Let's quickly take a look at this report that takes a deep dive into government's various initiatives for the athletes.
In a historic feat, Indian para-athletes have concluded their campaign at the Hangzhou Asian Para Games with an impressive tally of 111 medals. This achievement marks a significant milestone, as it is the highest number of medals India has ever secured in any major international multi-sport event. With this, India has outshone its previous records, clinching a staggering 39 more medals than in 2018 edition of the Games. The success of Indian para-athletes can be attributed to a combination of hard work, government support and world-class infrastructure. Prime Minister Narendra Modi congratulated the para-athletes for their remarkable achievements.
नेशनल इंटरनेशनल खेलों में हमारे खिलाड़ी ऐतिहासिक प्रदर्शन कर रहे हैं। ये उपलब्धियां हमारे देश के स्पोर्ट्स लैंडस्केप में भी बड़े बदलाव और विकास का संकेत है।
One of the key pillars of this achievement is the Target Olympic Podium scheme, which provides elite athletes world-class training, exposure and financial support. 46 top athletes participated in the 2023 Para-Asian Games and 36 won medals. The implementation of sports science has also played a crucial role, helping athletes reach their full potential and perform at the highest level.
Thanks very much, Government of India, Sports Authority of India, Paralympic Committee of India, Badminton Association of India, Uttar Pradesh government and every state government who has promoted para-badminton as a promising and emerging sports. Keep on supporting us. Thank you. Jai Hind.
However, it's not just financial support that has fueled this success. Emotional backing from the government has played an equally significant role. The athletes have expressed their gratitude for the financial aid and the opportunities provided to them by the government.
मैं टॉप्स का खिलाड़ी हूं और मैं टॉप्स के अंडर रहकर साई बेंगलोर में और इंटरनेशनल यूएस में ट्रेनिंग कर पाता हूं और मैं इस गोल्ड मेडल के लिए मैं साई टॉप्स और पीसीआई और ओजीक्यू का दिल से धन्यवाद करता हूं कि उन सभी ने मेरा मिलकर सपोर्ट किया।
The Indian government's steadfast commitment to sports development has yielded exceptional results, transforming India into a formidable force in the world of para-athletics.
India's track and field athletes also scripted an extraordinary success story at the Hangzhou Asian Para Games and Asian Games as well. Now, these victories were not mere flashes in the pan. The athletes consistently achieved podium finish in major events, showcasing their dominance on the international stage. What was even more remarkable was the ability of the athletes to secure multiple medals in mega event, proving that they were a force to be reckoned with. Here's an exclusive report.
Indian athletics is witnessing a meteoric rise, exemplified by the remarkable performance of its track and field athletes at the various mega events. In a historic triumph, Indian track and field athletes have rewritten the record books by securing an astounding 29 medals at the Hangzhou Asian Games, with 6 of them gleaming in gold. In Para-Asian Games also, Indian track and field athletes touched new height, showing the ascent of a sporting nation in track and field. Also in this edition of Para-Asian Games, Indian athletes shattered all previous records. What sets this achievement apart is not just the number of medals, but the consistent excellence displayed by Indian athletes in various big events. One striking trend has been the 1-2 finishes by Indian athletes in major events, showcasing their dominance in the sport. Moreover, several athletes have managed to clinch multiple medals in mega events, exemplifying their prowess on the international stage. The success story of Indian athletics owes much to the tireless efforts of the Athletic Federation of India. Their fantastic programs, facilitated by foreign coaches, state-of-the-art sports science, and the guidance of high-performance directors have played a pivotal role in elevating the standards of Indian athletes. World-class infrastructure has provided these athletes with the ideal training environment to excel. Government support and initiatives have been instrumental in shaping this golden era for Indian athletics. Schemes like Khelo India and the Target Olympic Podium Scheme have provided crucial funding and support to nurture talent. Athletes like Neeraj Chopra, a shining star in the world of javelin throwing, are a testament to the success of the government's sports system. This achievement is not just a sporting milestone, but a source of national pride. Indian athletics is on an upward trajectory, and the Hangzhou Asian Games and Para-Asian Games have set a new benchmark for future endeavors. With dedicated athletes, a supportive federation, and unwavering government commitment, India's rise in athletics is nothing short of remarkable.
So there you saw how athletics performed at both the editions, the Asian Games as well as the Asian Para Games. Now let's talk specifically about Asian Para Games, where India inked history as it won 111 total number of medals, including 29 gold, 31 silver and 51 bronze medals. Now this is also a record in itself and also the best ever performance till now across all different editions of Asian Para Games where India participated. Now this is also more than 3 times the 33 medals in Asia Para Games that took place back in the year 2014. India is now ranked 5th in the overall medal tally, which is the best ever standing of Team India at the medal tally of the Asian Para Games, and also up from its 15th position of the Asian Para Games' 2014 edition, where India now at this edition bagged 29 gold medals, which is almost 10 times the 3 golds at Asian Para Games 2014 editions. Also in Asian Para Games this edition, Indian athletes gave multiple podium finishes at one go. Few examples are the clean sweep of club throw F51, javelin throw F46, rapid chess and discus throw F54, 55 and 56 event. And not only this, 2 medals across 19 events, 10 in athletics, 7 in badminton, 1 in each powerlifting and shooting event was also assured by the Indian para athletes. Now, India's first ever medal in para rowing was also secured, while in para taekwondo and para canoe in their debut events also, which was a remarkable performance. Now, 37% of the Indian contingent were women and 40 medals were contributed by the Indian women at the total 111 number of medals grabbed by India. Now, Indian athletes created 6 world records, 13 Asian records and 15 Asian Para Games records at this edition of Asian Games and Asian Para Games. Out of this, 46 top athletes participated in the games, winning 36 medals. So you can look at the ratio of the medals, the teams and the players which are performing to the best of their levels. And now we have to discuss more on this. Suchitra, who's joining us once again from Goa. She is in the middle of all the athletes, the biggest festival of sports which is there in Goa taking place, which is called the National Games. And here in New Delhi, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is going to meet and interact with the para athletes who bagged these many medals at the games. So Chitra, once again, after meeting the Asian Games contingent, of which you were also a part when you went there and covered it, now Prime Minister Narendra Modi is going to meet the para athletes as well. This is in itself a benchmark when we talk about supporting the athletes.
Yes, definitely, Deepika. We can say back-to-back centuries for Team India. You know, we achieved more than 100 medals in the Asian Games, and now one step ahead, 111 medals in the Asian Para Games. It shows India's strength, how strong our sporting ecosystem has become, because this is not the result of one day. This is the result of few years of hard work by the athletes, and also the kind of support they are continuously getting from the government, and that's why the medal tally has just swollen up, because as you were just mentioning how there were more than one medals were achieved by the Indian para athletes in event, podium sweeps, and these things were unthinkable at one point of time, but because of the consistent support from the government, the para athletes are getting as much attention as the other athletes. There is no difference, no demarcation between the athletes who participate in the Asian Games and those who participate in the Asian Para Games. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi, time and again, he has always stressed that the achievement of the para athletes is ranked above the achievement of the other athletes, because they have to compete with their opponents, but they also have to compete with their physical disabilities, which makes their achievement even more magnificent. And if we talk about the Asian Para Games, this is a remarkable performance. This is going to be another milestone in the history of Indian sports, and from here on, India will only march ahead. Deepika.
When we talk about government support and the role of government that the central government have played over here in supporting these athletes across Asian Games and Para-Asian Games also, this also brings us to a very important topic, Suchitra, which is mental health. We've seen many examples at the Olympics also, how the top players, they back out due to bad mental health. In recent years, especially in the past 9 years, the government have been consistently supporting these athletes even if they lose the game. The government will not only go across to social media and put some tweets, but also pick up the phone and talk with these athletes and, motivate them to do better every time.
Yes, definitely, Deepika. Win and loss are part of the games, but what is important is the support that you are receiving from your country. And we have seen how Prime Minister, he always posts on the social media. He personally calls the sports person once their event is over. He meets them. Like today, he is meeting the medalist of the Asian Para Games. He met the medalist of the whole contingent, in fact, of the Asian Games. And the players, the athletes are really excited to meet the Prime Minister, and the kind of encouraging words they get to hear from the Prime Minister. It doesn't matter whether they won a medal in the Asian Para Games or they just missed out on a medal. I'm sure today when they meet the Prime Minister, they will get a different kind of confidence, because it motivates them to work hard for the next event they will be participating in, even if they missed out on a medal. And the experience of participating in such large-scale events is a different high for most of the athletes. And especially if we talk about the Asian Para Games, there are 111 medals, but we can definitely see there are 111 stories of, sheer hard work, determination. Great. If we talk about the 16-year-old Sheetal Devi, who is world's first armless archer, her videos are so viral on the social media. Everybody, when they look at her shooting the arrow with the help of her feet, they cannot just help but, thank the God. They cannot complain about any of the problems in their life when they look at her. So this is what these games are all about. 111 medals are 111 different stories, because these para athletes, everyone has a different story to tell. Everyone has a different kind of, we can say, a disease or an accident, which which led to the physical disability, but they did not lose hope. They continued with the sport that they like. And we know that the parents, they have a long journey. It's really difficult to support your child, because the things, the arenas earlier were not that friendly, but now we can see that the arenas, the stadiums are friendly for the para-athletes. Now they are getting equal support. If Neeraj Chopra is training in a foreign country, so is Sumit Antil. So there is no differentiation in the athletes who participate in the Asian Games and those who participate in the Para-Asian Games, which leads to this kind of medal tally. Deepika.
Absolutely, very rightly pointed out. And as you picked up the example of Sheetal Devi, who's the world's first armless archer, and we saw how social media erupted in joy and filled with emotion. We also saw how Mahindra's owner also posted a tweet and said she can just simply pick up a car, whichever she likes, and they will customize it according to the athletes. Such is the level of determination that we see in the players, and also not to forget about their humble backgrounds. Sheetal Devi's parents, her father is a farmer, and the kind of support, the kind of journey she has come along and to this podium finish is totally remarkable.
Yes, Deepika, it's a totally remarkable journey, because as we were just discussing, these 111 medals, I think every medal will make a different story to tell. And it's really important that these para-athletes, they get equal fame, equal attention, equal media coverage. Because we know when we cover sports as a media, it's a high for the sports persons when they get due coverage in news channels, in print media, because it leads to few other kids taking up the sport. So we know that still there are kids with physical disabilities in India, and they should not lose hope. They should take inspiration from Sheetal Devi, and their parents must come forward and support them. And for the next, we can say next Paralympics, next Para-Asian Games, we will be able to send a stronger contingent, and this medal tally will go much ahead. We should be eyeing the medal tally that China has. China has got 500 medals. So we do have the talent in India, and if more and more athletes come forward, if they get the right support, the right training, then only sky is the limit for India.
Let's also talk about women participation over here, Suchitra. When we talk about the latest figures that says this is also a record, the highest number of women are participating and also bagging the medals at this edition of Asian Para Games, and also talking about the fact that we have players like Sheetal Devi, Bhavina Patel and other women athletes both in Asian Games and Para-Asian Games who are doing wonders and setting new benchmark for women participation across different sporting events, be it wrestling or be it any other event. Suchitra.
Yes, definitely. This government has always stressed on, gender parity, gender equality, be it the prize money, be it the participation. Like right now, I'm here in Goa, and in the Goa National Games, there's like 50% participation from men and women. So it's really important, because if we look at the medal category, pick any big sporting event, our women has always done better than men. So, if you train your women, if you give them equal opportunities, they are going to give you bigger rewards than men. All over the world, they always say that the return on investment is always bigger in women's sports, because traditionally they have not got that opportunity. So there is that fire, they have that hunger to prove to the world that what they are made of. So if we talk about the return on investment, if we talk about the past performance by the women athletes, it definitely shows that we have to keep the participation more from women athletes, because it will reap rewards for the country.
I would request you to hold on for a moment, Suchitra. Meanwhile, we will take another very important example, a look at a very important example of Asian para-athlete Sumit Antil, where Indian para-javelin thrower Sumit Antil successfully defended his gold medal in the men's javelin F64 event at the Asian Para Games in Hangzhou. Now, Sumit's journey also is one to admire. Let's quickly take a look at this report.
And world champion Sumit Antil successfully defended his gold medal while also improving his own world record in the men's javelin F64 event at the Asian Para Games in Hangzhou, China. Antil was born on June 7, 1988 and is based in Sonipat, Haryana. The 25-year-old dreamt of becoming a wrestler and competed in the local dangles at his village. But his life turned upside down when on January 5, 2015, he met with a motorbike accident on the Sonipat-Devra road. He was taken to the base hospital in Delhi Cant, where doctors had to take the decision to amputate his left leg. After 53 days, he was shifted to the Artificial Limb Center in Pune, and he got a prosthetic leg which helped him get back on his feet. Even after the accident, he did not want to give up sports. In July 2017, he was informed about Paralympics by a fellow para-athlete named Ram Kumar. He met Virender Dhankar, the 2018 Asian Games silver medalist, and then he was introduced to javelin coach Naval Singh, who took Antil under his wings. He started to train at New Delhi's Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium. While Antil was advised to go for long jump or other disciplines by other athletes, Antil stuck to javelin. Within 4 years of training, Antil made a new world record in the F64 category with a throw of 61.32 meters at the Paris Grand Prix in 2019. He bettered the record the same year with a throw of 62.88 meters in the Worlds in Dubai. In 2020, Antil had competed against Neeraj Chopra in the Indian Grand Prix and finished 7th with a throw of 66.43 meters to qualify for the Tokyo Paralympics. At Tokyo Paralympics, Antil had won the gold with a world record throw of 68.55 meters, bettering the world mark 3 times in the final. Last year, Antil had made a new world record throw of 68.62 meters at Indian Open before breaching the 70-meter mark with a throw of 70.83 meters at the Worlds in Paris this year.
बहुत खुशी है हमने आज सुमित भाई ने गोल्ड मेडल जीता है और गोल्ड मेडल इन्हीं वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड के साथ गोल्ड मेडल जीता है तो हमें नहीं पूरे गांव को और गांव के साथ हरियाणा और पूरे इंडिया को खुशी है कि आज सुमित भाई ने गोल्ड मेडल जीता है सुमित भाई ने सभी जगह गोल्ड मेडल जीता है आज एशियन में जीता है इससे पहले ओलंपिक में और 2 महीने पहले वर्ल्ड चैंपियनशिप में भाई ने गोल्ड मेडल जीतकर देश का नाम रोशन किया.
Truly, Sumit's journey is an inspiration. He never let pain and the tragedy become his weakness. With strong will, determination and patience, he achieved what many people find daunting.
And now let's take a look at some facts about the Asian Para Games, which is also known as Para-Asiaid. This is a multi-sport event. Now also, it is held every 4 years after Asian Games for the athletes with physical so far. So 44 nations have so far participated at different editions of Asian Para Games. And now let's take you through some of the medal winners as well of this Asian Para Games. Now, first gold medalist in Asian Games was Jagsir Singh, who bagged gold in men's triple jump F46 category. If we talk about the first female gold medalist for India, she's Parul Parmar, who bagged gold in the 2014 edition of Asian Games that took place in Incheon. Also, Parul Daslukbhai Parmar bagged 4 medals, 1 bronze in 2010, 1 gold medal along with 1 silver in 2014 and 1 more gold in the last edition, the second last edition that took place in 2018. Amit Kumar Saroha has also bagged 4 medals in total at different editions of Asian Para Games. This includes 1 silver, 1 gold, 1 more silver in 2014 edition and 1 gold medal in the 2018 edition so far. And Sandeep Singh Maan has also bagged 4 medals in different editions of the Asian Para Games. He bagged silver in 2010. He bagged 2 more silver medals in the 2014 edition and 1 bronze in the 2018 edition of the Asian Para Games. So this is so far India's historic performance at the Asian Para Games edition and how India has fared across different editions. The 2022 edition, the recently concluded one that took place in Hangzhou, has been the most stupendous edition of the Asian Para Games. Now let's hear from Indian parachuter Avani Lekra, who expressed her happiness after winning gold in the Asian Para Games edition.
We're at the Hangzhou 2022 Asian Para Games. It has been an exciting and amazing experience for me since the starting, and I have won a gold medal in the R2 event. I would like to wish all the other athletes all the best for their events and would want and request you to please come watch and cheer for us.
Indian para-athletes won a record number of medals at the recently concluded Hangzhou Asian Para Games, and the central government also played a key role in this remarkable achievement. Let's take a look at this report that takes a deep dive into government's various initiatives for the betterment of athletes.
In a historic feat, Indian para-athletes have concluded their campaign at the Hangzhou Asian Para Games with an impressive tally of 111 medals. This achievement marks a significant milestone, as it is the highest number of medals India has ever secured in any major international multi-sport event. With this, India has outshone its previous records, clinching a staggering 39 more medals than in 2018 edition of the Games. The success of Indian para-athletes can be attributed to a combination of hard work, government support and world-class infrastructure. Prime Minister Narendra Modi congratulated